My name is Kelly Smith. I was born and raised in Laguna Niguel, and I currently live in Dana Point. I came to find Jesus, I think, pretty early on in my life. My parents always took my brother and I to church when we were growing up, and we were part of, some really good youth groups. But I would say what cemented it for me was when I went to UCLA for college, I joined a sorority. And usually you'd think that's filled with debauchery, and you'd be right, but my sorority had a really strong group of believers. We'd have Bible study once a week after our chapter meetings, and so for me, my sorority experience was really cool because it was like part sisterhood, but then also a really strong sisterhood in faith. Out of that, I ended up getting rebaptized again in one of the UCLA fountains, and that sort of solidified it for me. I'm seeing God's work in my life today a lot. I think I'm in one of those seasons where God is really present in my life and I can feel His presence, and I think that goes back to a time a couple of years ago when I was living in Denver, was working for this great law firm. I was planning a wedding, and then all of a sudden I got some news that the person who I was engaged to was not who I thought he was. I have always sort of been like a type A personality where I would make my decisions and then I would consult God after that. So after my life sort of fell apart, I realized okay, God, my way hasn't worked. Can I do this your way? And when I started doing that, I saw my life open up and blossom in ways I couldn't have really fathomed. Whether it's in terms of housing or new job opportunities or just bringing the right people in your circle. When I asked God ahead of time, what does this look like? What do you think that this should be? These things sort of fell into my lap, and they, in His perfect timing, and they always came with, peace. And that's not to say that life is perfect, but I'm sort of I'm trying life a new way. This time trying to ask God what He wants for me before I make my decisions.